The year is 1764, a year that would be marked by an ominous shadow, a year that would forever change the lives of the people in a small rural province of France. The rural province of Gévaudan, nestled in the heart of France. A land of rolling hills, dense forests and picturesque villages where life moved at a gentle pace, far removed from the hustle and bustle of the cities. Life in this tranquil landscape was governed by the rhythms of nature, with farming communities living in quiet harmony with the wilderness. The people of Gévaudan were simple folk, their lives intertwined with the land they cultivated and the animals they tended. But this tranquility was shattered on a day that would forever be etched in the annals of Gévaudan. It was June 30th. The skies darkened and an eerie silence fell over the land, as if nature itself was holding its breath. A young shepherdess, just 14 years old, was tending her flock in a secluded pasture. Her name was Jeanne Boulet, a girl known for her gentle nature and her love for the animals she cared for. Jeanne Boulet, a name that would soon be spoken in hushed tones, a name that would become synonymous with tragedy. She was never seen alive again. The peaceful pasture where she once roamed with her sheep was now a place of sorrow and fear. The villagers discovered Jeanne's mauled remains later that day. The sight that greeted them was beyond comprehension, a scene of such brutality that it left them reeling in shock and horror. It was a gruesome sight. The once peaceful pasture now bore the stain of tragedy, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. The once peaceful pasture now bore the stain of tragedy. The blood-stained grass and the broken shepherd's crook were silent witnesses to the horror that had unfolded. Fear gripped the community as whispers of a monstrous wolf spread like wildfire. The villagers, who had once felt safe in their idyllic surroundings, now looked over their shoulders in dread. Wolves were not uncommon in the region, but this attack was different. The sheer ferocity and savagery of the assault were unlike anything they had ever witnessed before. The ferocity, the savagery, it was like nothing they had witnessed before. The villagers were left to wonder what kind of beast could commit such an atrocity. Little did they know this was just the beginning of a reign of terror that would haunt their lives for years to come. The shadow that fell on Gévaudan that fateful day would grow darker and more menacing, casting a pall over the land and its people. As weeks turned into months, the attacks continued. Each new victim deepened the shadow of fear that hung over Gévaudan. The beast, as it was now called, seemed to target the most vulnerable: shepherds, farmers, and children. They were often alone in the fields when the beast struck, leaving no witnesses, only the chilling evidence of its brutality. The killings followed a chilling pattern. The beast would often attack the head or neck of its victims, its powerful jaws capable of crushing bone. Sometimes it would devour its victims entirely, leaving behind only scattered bones. Other times it would leave the bodies mutilated, a horrifying spectacle that fueled the growing panic. The once familiar countryside now seemed fraught with danger, every shadow a potential hiding place for the lurking predator. News of the beast spread beyond the borders of Gévaudan, carried by terrified travelers and sensationalized in newspapers. Soon the entire nation of France was gripped by the tale of the monstrous creature terrorizing the countryside. Theories abounded about the nature of the beast. Some whispered of a werewolf, a creature of myth and legend come to life. Others spoke of a demonic entity summoned from the depths of hell to punish the living. The more rational minds clung to the belief that it was an unusually large and aggressive wolf, perhaps driven mad by rabies. But even this explanation seemed inadequate in the face of the sheer brutality and seemingly supernatural cunning of the beast. Faced with mounting pressure and the very real terror gripping his people, King Louis XV took action. He dispatched his best huntsmen to Gévaudan, armed with the finest muskets and accompanied by packs of skilled hunting dogs. The king was determined to see the beast brought to justice. The huntsmen scoured the forests and fields of Gévaudan, tracking the beast through the rugged terrain. They followed its bloody trail, hoping each new set of tracks would lead them to their quarry, but the beast proved elusive. It seemed to vanish into thin air, only to reappear miles away, leaving behind a fresh trail of carnage. Despite their best efforts, the hunters returned to the king empty-handed, their pride wounded, their determination shaken. Section 5. A beast of unnatural design. Those fortunate enough to survive an encounter with the beast told tales that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. Their voices trembled as they recounted the horrors they had witnessed, painting a picture of a creature that seemed to step out of the darkest corners of their nightmares. They described a creature that defied easy categorization, a nightmare made flesh. It was as if nature itself had conspired to create a being that embodied pure terror, a living, breathing enigma that prowled the night. Larger than any wolf ever seen, the beast possessed a massive head with a long snout filled with razor-sharp teeth. Its eyes glowed with a malevolent intelligence, suggesting a cunning far beyond that of any ordinary animal. Its powerful legs, ending in formidable claws, allowed it to cover ground with astonishing speed, easily outrunning the swiftest horses. The sheer strength and agility it displayed were enough to leave even the most seasoned hunters in awe. Its thick hide seemed impervious to musket balls, deflecting even the most well-aimed shots. Hunters found their weapons useless against this creature, as if it were protected by an otherworldly armor. And then there was the stench. A smell so foul it could turn the stomach of the hardiest individual. Those who caught a whiff of the beast spoke of an overpowering odor, a foul musk that clung to the air long after the creature had vanished. It was a scent that seemed to seep into the very fabric of the surroundings, a lingering reminder of the beast's presence. This was no ordinary animal. It was a creature that defied the natural order, a being that seemed to exist outside the bounds of known biology. This was something altogether more sinister, a beast of unnatural design. It haunted the imaginations of all who heard its tale, a dark legend that would be passed down through generations. On a cold January day in 1767, two young brothers, Jacques and Jean Chastel, were tending their sheep in a field near the village of Beauce. They were unaware that they were about to face the full fury of the beast. The boys, lost in their games, did not notice the shadow that fell over them. They did not hear the rustle in the bushes. They only realized the danger when the beast lunged, its jaws agape, its eyes burning with primal hunger. Jean, the younger brother, froze in terror. But Jacques, with a courage that belied his tender years, reacted instinctively. He pushed his younger brother aside, putting himself between Jean and the monstrous creature. The beast lunged at Jacques, its jaws snapping shut just inches from his face. But Jacques stood his ground. Armed with only a simple shepherd's staff, he fought back with a ferocity born of desperation and a fierce love for his brother. He swung his staff, striking the beast again and again, each blow fueled by adrenaline and fear. The beast, momentarily surprised by the boy's defiance, roared in anger, its foul breath washing over Jacques. The sound sent chills down the boy's spine, but still he held his ground, refusing to yield. The beast's reign of terror finally came to an end in June of 1767. A local hunter named Jean Chastel, familiar with the beast's haunts and driven by a desire to rid his land of the menace, went out into the forest, determined to end the nightmare. He tracked the beast for days, his resolve never wavering. Finally, he found it in a clearing. Taking careful aim, he fired a single shot. The beast let out a deafening roar, a final defiant cry that echoed through the trees before collapsing to the ground, lifeless. The beast's body was taken to the nearby village of Chaudes-Aiguës, a small, picturesque settlement nestled in the heart of the French countryside. The villagers, who had lived in fear for so long, gathered around in morbid curiosity, eager to catch a glimpse of the creature that had terrorized their lives. It was here that the beast was examined by experts. These scholars, well versed in the fauna of the region, were baffled by what they saw. The creature's anatomy was unlike anything they had encountered before. The creature's size and physical characteristics didn't match any known predator. Its massive jaws, sharp claws, and unusual fur pattern left the experts scratching their heads. They debated and discussed, but no consensus could be reached. Some speculated that it was a hyena escaped from a traveling menagerie. These exotic animals were sometimes brought to Europe by explorers and traders, and it wasn't unheard of for them to escape and cause havoc. Others clung to the belief that it was a supernatural entity, a creature not of this world. The villagers, steeped in folklore and superstition, whispered tales of demons and spirits that took on animal forms to torment the living. They believed it was a demon in animal form, sent to punish them for their sins or to test their faith. This belief was fueled by the creature's almost supernatural ability to evade capture and its seemingly unending thirst for blood. To this day, the true nature of the Beast of Gévaudan remains a mystery. Despite numerous theories and extensive research, no definitive answer has been found. The beast's legend has become an integral part of French folklore, a story passed down through generations. Its legend woven into the fabric of French folklore, the tale of the Beast of Gévaudan continues to captivate and intrigue. It serves as a reminder of the thin line between reality and myth, and the power of stories to endure through time. Jacques Chastel, the young boy who had stared death in the face and emerged victorious, became a local hero. His bravery in confronting the beast was celebrated far and wide, and his name became synonymous with courage and resilience. His courage in the face of unimaginable terror served as an inspiration to the people of Gévaudan. They looked to him as a symbol of hope, a beacon of light in their darkest hours. His story was told and retold, a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a symbol of hope in a time of darkness. Jacques Chastel's legacy lived on. His actions reminded the villagers that even in the face of overwhelming fear, bravery and resilience could prevail. And so, the tale of the Beast of Gévaudan is not just a story of terror, it is a narrative that encompasses the full spectrum of human emotion and experience, from fear and despair to hope and triumph. It is also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the ability to face and overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. The people of Gévaudan showed that even in the darkest times, the human spirit could shine brightly, and the courage that can be found in the face of overwhelming adversity. The story of the Beast of Gévaudan, with its blend of mystery, horror, and heroism, continues to inspire and remind us of the enduring power of courage and resilience.